Sanbonani, welcome to Bhodla with PK edition of Bhodla Let's Talk. In studio today we are chilled with Lerato Moloi. Welcome us, Lerato.
Thank you, May. Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Us Lerato, who is us Lerato? Kimang.
Lerato ki mmago banyana. I'm a mother of two.
Yes.
Married to Ntate Dennis Moloi.
Yes.
And I still call myself a widow.
Yeah.
Because what I went through doesn't change the fact that I lost a husband. I'm still a widow as much as I remarried.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm very passionate about talking about widows because I'm not familiar with TikTok that much. But
Yes.
when I go through it, I see a lot of women that are going through a very difficult time in terms of the grieving.
Yes.
And I think women need support.
Correct.
And widows need also to understand that, Bona, you have to let it flow. If you feel overwhelmed with pain,
Yes.
Bona,
Yes.
grieve monaho.
Yes.
And it matters not what the next person thinks about you.
Hmm.
Because now, Mampume, what I went through,
Yes.
I lost my husband when I was 24 years old.
Yo.
Yes, and
24.
24
You
years
became
old.
a widow.
A widow. And trust me, our marriage was very fresh. Because I got my firstborn when I was 21.
Yes.
And then I think the following year, that's when he married me.
Yes.
So we've dated for a long time, but we still
Yes.
malobola and stuff.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I did not enjoy the part ya marriage.
Yes.
It was too short for me. Because got 2002, October, he just started being sick.
Yes.
And it was very stressful for me. But one thing I've realized, Basadi, we undermine ourselves.
Mm.
We've got so much strength in us and we undermine ourselves.
Yes.
Mampume, if I can tell you, when my husband was sick, I was taking care of him. He was tall and strong.
Yes.
But as to where did I get the strength to carry him and do, I don't know, but it happened and I was there for him. But you know, as a woman, it's our culture as black people that when you lose a husband, you hear stories that you killed, you did this, you did that, you did. But you know what I'm happy about, Mampume, is that when my husband passed away, Nalene, we're in a good space.
Mm.
There's nothing emunatiaga when you lose your partner, lose at the point and you were there for each other.
Yes.
So when I lost him, it was very painful. It was very painful.
Was he sick, if I may ask?
Yeah, he was
sick
sick
for a long time?
He was sick. He started being sick in October and then he passed away the following year, 2003, on the 7th of February.
On my birthday?
Yes, that's when he passed away.
Oh,
He passed
sorry
away
to hear that.
in Union Hospital in Alberton.
Yes.
So as a child, remember I'm still a child because
You are
now
a child. You
I'm,
just got married.
Yes,
you just
and now
got
I'm
given birth.
and now I'm exposed to a different
Life
environment.
completely,
Yes.
Yes.
And now I'm fortunate that I had a very supportive family. My family was very supportive. Even my husband's family, some of them, especially my mother-in-law, I don't want to lie, she was, even today, you would swear that.
You were lucky.
Yes. My mother-in-law, she's not somebody that likes talking, and even if she's not happy about something, she'd rather be quiet and address it with the person. So she addressed the issues with me, and we are good, me and her.
Yes.
But now, when it comes to a point of ukzila, wow, that's where, wow. Remember now I'm 24, ngiyazila. I walk on the street, uzilile, bumnyama, and then I met this person that hasn't seen me for the past 4 months or 5 months, and she's like, Lerato, and then now you start afresh. You need to explain.
Of course.
And the pain becomes so overwhelming that I don't want to lie to you. I think widows should be given the platform to mourn their way. Because Mampumze, if you've never been a widow, please
don't judge us.
Don't. Mampumze, there are things that I did when I was widowed that I'm not proud of. I'm not gonna lie to you. And for me, it was like a way of, I don't know, releasing pain, or I wanted a sense of belonging. I cannot explain it. But you know what I've learned in this whole thing. You cannot heal from grief. Don't let people lie to you. You cannot heal from grieving. No, you learn to appreciate the grieving. You learn to appreciate the grieving. And Mampuze, as much as I moved on, you don't forget your partner. You know you can have the most loving husband or boyfriend. You do not forget your partner. For me, I'm very fortunate. The man that I'm married to, he allows me to even celebrate his birthday. He allows me, if that day comes where I feel overwhelmed, I want to talk about him, it's normal. He would even ask me if, when Joseph was here, how were you dealing with it? That's where I am right now. But the eye-opener for me, when I was widow, I had a neighbor. I didn't want to even move the pictures. Like, I was so attached to this person. You remember Days of Our Lives? We had Bo and Kali.
Yes.
Kali died and then she came back. Then at the back of my mind, I had this thing that, no man, Joseph is going to come back. It's going to come back. Like, I hold on. Until this lady, I don't even know where she is. She asked me a very brutal question. Are you going to sit here, you don't bath, you don't eat, you drink alcohol? For how long are you going to do this to yourself? And she said to me, Lerato Mamela, Ono expect no. And the ticket was yours, madam. God chose your husband, and for a reason. So we're not going to be feeling sorry for you because when you lost your husband, God knew the reasons behind this. So can you accept that your husband is normal and try to live at least for your child? And that, as brutal as it was, when she left, I'm like, but mom, it's true. You see, God, God had to put me through all these things for me to be the woman that I am today. Trust me. I'm not saying, I'm not breaking. I know myself, I'm one of the strongest women. You see, Mama, you are fresh. There are times whereby you will feel like you gotta scream. Because people can lie. She's all over. Hey, they've never been in your shoes. Including friends and family. They'll come to you. Everybody will come to you. You are not in my position. You don't know how it's like.
You know, as Lerato, as you are saying, as I am a widow, and everybody knows that I am a widow. I am freshly became a widow. I'm only a year after my husband passed on. And I've always been a strong woman. And it's not about me today, but it's about you. But I've always been a strong woman. And what you're talking about being a widow, at the age that I am, I can't handle it. You were a widow at the age of 24. I can just imagine the judgment that was thrown at you. I can just imagine all the other things of not even understanding. You just got married, you had a child, you're a widow. And like you are saying again, to say as women, or as, I think it's a society and the cultures that it oppresses
Women.
Us black women. Because can you imagine at 24, I don't know, ngesizulu inzilo yethu iba mnyama or ibe blue or ibe green. So I don't know in Setswana.
It's black.
It's black.
And you know the abuse. You get into a taxi. You are being told you have to sit at the back.
Jesus.
Ne? Like when I leave, for instance, when I leave Joburg and entering Hartbees, because I'm from Northwest.
Yes.
You go back seat, when I enter Brett's, that is my village. You know why? Because they see me as, I don't know, a black...
like you are cursed.
Thank you, a curse, exactly. So now I'm cleansing.
But it's a tree, is it a cloth?
It's sort of an onion, but you can peel, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you carry how many? Or it's one onion and you just like
okay. Exactly, and then when you just put them there in the plastic, and then every time you jump to borders or what you throw there. Yes, that's what happens. And then yes, and you know that you are very fortunate, ma'am. You need to eat more plate than one. You don't share plates. Yes, you don't.
Wow.
I had my cup, I had my plate. And a time frame for you to be on the street, it's also measured.
Yes.
Guys, certain time you should be, you don't scream, you don't do this. But you know, as you were talking about the society, I've never seen any man go through all these things.
True. That's very true.
And we've forgotten something about this inzilo. In the olden days, there was a significant reason regarding the inzilo.
Yes.
Now it's not the same because
Yes.
you knew they did it at home.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
And Mampume, if I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have agreed to wear that. And I'll tell you why. People make us do things that we don't even, like we don't benefit a thing. Me wearing that black things didn't bring my husband back. It didn't heal me. Instead, it exposed me for people to see that this is a widow. Yes. If I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have. But now I know better. As much as I remarried, my husband knows that if God decides that he takes him before me, I'm not doing those things.
Ever again.
I'm not doing those things. I'm married to him, not him and him. And if me and him, we've got an agreement and we've got an understanding regarding certain things, that's how it should be. Because he lives with Lerato. They still judge you whether you are right or wrong. You still have the stigma of When does it stop?
And you know, Sisi, just to add on that, like as I said in the Zulu culture, the understanding here as Amazulu, is to show abanye be village agusena baba lapha. So that family needs to be supported. So the villagers will bring food, will bring meat, they will bring things to support you as a wife and the children. And now in our days, we go to work. Yes. I'm a public figure. I'm expected to go and speak somewhere. But how am I going to go?
Because they are
with this
restrictions. Yes.
And I can't stand in front of people.
Then it means your kids will be in hunger.
That means my children will
and
be
nobody
hungry
cares
because
about
my
that.
family is not there. My in-law family is not there. Friends are not there. They don't have time for me.
That's what I'm saying to you. At the end of the day, what we're feeling, they cannot be in our shoes. I've learned to know myself as a person and understand the pains and embrace the pains that I've been through, that I don't care anymore. When I remarried, I was the topic.
Because now what?
You don't move on. And at my age, you get what I'm saying? At my age.
You were 24. And we talked in 2 Timothy, I think it's 2 Timothy, it says, when they are at the age of 60, do not call them widows, and they are allowed to remarry as long as they are not under the age of 60. So it means if you are a Christian, like I am a Christian, even if I'm 59 and somebody comes and proposes to me, I will marry because my God, my Father says I can marry.
And the other thing that I think for me I learned is that most of the widows, because of the rules, the beliefs culturally, it kills women. That women now are, I don't know how to put this, women are now, they cannot leave. Eventually I need to leave. My husband is not coming back. So why don't you hold this girl's hand as a widow and tell her that she's gonna be fine. I've seen so many widows on social media. Like, these women are going through the most.
A lot.
And I always say, when somebody tells you how they feel, don't say she's overreacting. Why is she acting like this? That's her. That's how she feels that moment. Why is this woman crying every day? She lost a partner. Hello. These people planned a life together. It's not easy. Remember, you know the first night. The first night, mama. The first night. Guys, I think as women, it's very important to say, can we at least appreciate each other and support each other? Because today it's me, mom. Tomorrow's you. And I go on a time frame, you know. And my journey as well with my kids, it has taught them to appreciate me more. And this thing, I need to leave because my partner left me, so I cannot leave this child.
You wanted to die.
No, I cannot leave her.
So you had more strength to say, I can't leave.
Yes, and at some point I felt, I blamed him. I was angry with him that you chose to die. I kept on begging him that, you know what, just hold a little bit longer. Look at your child. Look at this, you know.
You just got married.
You know, but that he made me realize that I can really raise a child. And Mamzo, that child today, she's turning 25 this year.
Oh.
She's a professional chef.
Oh.
And family members, some people, they think I love her. I've got 2 kids.
Yes.
They think I love it too much. No, it's not that. This child was with me, like every pain. And the way my life was, I thought Moni would be a different child. In a sense, she'll be all over, you know, wanting a father figure love. But that child turned out so beautifully. So like sometimes I pet myself that, wow, I raised this child and she has become the woman that she is. You understand?
And the woman that you were praying that she
exactly
becomes.
And to prove to people that you know, because at some stage I was called rubbish hamors. So yes.
But why were you called the Hamos?
I remember, as I said to you, Mama, when I was wearing these black clothes, when I woke up, it was an issue of and then Joseph is not coming back. I'm not gonna sit and get stuck. So I'll go drink with the black clothes and yes. No, I'm being honest with you. You know that I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying to you. These things, yes, if we don't talk about them,
yes,
somebody will do the very same mistakes.
Yes.
That today I'm talking about them, but I'm not proud of them.
Yes.
If I could go back, I would change them.
Because that's why we are here.
Yes, but the same things, if I didn't go through them, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Correct.
I had to go through them so that today I can sit here with you.
Yes.
I was living in my own world. Like I felt like I couldn't care less now. You busy telling me what to do, what not to do, and my husband is not coming back. You putting this thing on me, you're exposing me, and he's not coming back.
For how long did you wear your clothes, your black clothes?
I think I wore them for a year, if I'm not mistaken.
Eh?
Yes.
A year?
Yes. I think I wore them for a year, yes.
I wore them for 6 months.
You see?
But I was not forced to wear them. I just wanted to do it just to honor my husband.
But that's what I'm saying. I was not forced.
Yes.
I felt that if I wear them, something in me will understand why he's gone. I felt that, or I thought that they've got a certain significance in my life because he's not there. But as time goes, I realized that no. Instead, this thing is showing me that he's not coming back.
And but you are not healing by wearing them.
Yes, I did not heal by wearing them. But after I felt like, no, this guy is not coming back. And instead of me being angry or feeling angry with anybody, let me embrace the love, you know, the happy times that we had. And I did that. Like, you know what, sometimes you'll be sitting and then you smile alone. And sometimes you wake up in the morning and you saw him, he was there. He was there. Because literally the last time I saw my husband, he was sitting next to the headboard. Yes. And he was like to me, and he left, and he even waved at me. And I think after that, he fits
him.
Yes. And this thing we do, it doesn't only affect Rona as the son.
No,
it affects our kids. And sometimes when the family accuses you of killing Wanabona, please let's try to have a platform to express themselves, and I'll tell you why. Remember, these people have just lost their son. And now they just want somebody to blame. Where now you will be blamed because of they were expecting the worst from you, especially in the trials of the sickness and whatever, and you proved them what? Wrong. Well, understand? You did not become something that they wanted, because they wanted you. The moment you see their child being sick, you run. You can't handle this. But that's what I was telling you about the strength that God gives us. That's why widows shouldn't undermine themselves.
But that is why he even says in the Bible, because he trusts, he gives so much love and so much protection and so much, like, he focuses because if uhlukumeza umfelokazi kufana nokufaka umunwe ehlweni lakhe.
So nabantwana, they get very disturbed, and especially umntwana ongana when it was 3 years when Joseph passed away, Osnang in memory. The memory, it's pictures and sometimes you were doing this. He's like, but Mama, I don't understand. I don't remember. You need as well to be a mother that will make your child bring her father to her. Like, make sure that you feed this child with the memory, the good memories. Yes. I let Monet celebrate. I did the 20th October. If she wants to post him, I tell him, that's your right. If you want to celebrate your dad, do that.
It's your blood.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong. And if you feel Ramumisa, you want to cry, cry. And the other day, she asked me, Mama, why Mudimo? Why not say Papa Kistan 7 years? I'm like, why? Thank you, Mudima Papa 7 years. Maybe give us your morally. And then Nana won't can believe you. Such things when they happen, people passing on. I think sometimes God will in 2 years come back, they wouldn't be together. Or something worse than this was gonna happen. So for me to protect them both, let me take the other one. Because remember, divorce as well is not the nicest thing, especially when you've built with somebody. So now personally, I consider myself very fortunate. I embrace my pain, my mistakes. Because remember, you have to make mistakes for you to grow emotionally and otherwise. So my mistakes have made me the woman that I am, and I can't sit here and say to you, too much. No, let's be honest. It's just us trying to console each other. But the truth of the matter is that it's you'll never heal.
I normally say when I do give talks out to readers and to churches and everywhere, to women conferences, to say, regardless of what you've gone through, regardless of what you are going through,
Mama, and remember, this is your story. It's my story. So there's no better person that can tell my story than myself.
That is why I'm here to listen, to say, tell us your story.
Exactly.
So that somebody at home out there who is 24 years, who is 25, who is 55, wants to heal. How did you heal? How did you make it?
I've got an aunt who she's a distant family. Normally when she sees me, she'll be saying, "Wana." My age. I've never seen them. And such things, these people, when they see I'm strong, I'm like, I never thought I would pass this situation.
I was I'm big on TikTok, so people always say, whenever I remember when it was a year after my husband passed on, I think it was the first time for me to go live on TikTok and share the story, because I have never shared the story. As much as I'm on TV and public figure and everything, most of my friends, they don't even know what happened to Umfundisi. They only heard he has passed.
And I was shocked.
And I had to now, that day I felt this is the only time I'm grieving, because for the whole year I've been fighting for his assets. I've been fighting. So that day when I realized it was a year since it's gone, I broke down to say, now it's the healing starts. Now the grieving is starting, because I was busy. And everybody says, Pume, you are strong for things that you have gone through. I remember there was one woman to say, I also want to say it in isiSotho, but I don't want to uyiputa. She said, I'm going to translate it in isiZulu. She uthe, angikaze ngambona umuntu odlule ebunzimeni kangaka kanjengawe, angikwazi personally, kodwa what engikufundile ngawe, ngakuzwa ngawe, ngakubona ngawe, azikho izinto ezibuhlungu ongadlulanga kuzona, but you're still standing and you still want to help people. You're still smiling. How do you do it? I only said one thing to her. I said, because ngihamba ngamandla womnikazi wamandla.
Yes.
Ngihamba ngamandla kaNkulunkulu. And njengoba ushilo ukuthi uthembe mina ukuthi athathe ubaphetha.
Yes.
Khonta ibekile ke mafuna ukuyibona.
Because I think Mina, when I saw you on TikTok, I saw the picture that you were posting with some other guy. Yeah. And already they were on top of you soon. And I'm like, here we go again.
And this is my friend.
Yes. I'm like, they are starting. You find out that the person who's saying so soon, she's not even She has never gone through what this woman is going. This woman needs to leave. So soon. What is so soon? Then ask God, why is this? Why did he take the husband? Because this woman needs to leave. This woman has got kids. Remember, they've known a father figure in the house. So those things as well, they're very important when you start dating and my kids come first.
My kids come first.
And in that, I'm not even apologetic. My husband knows it. When it comes to my kids, whether you are family or you are who, I don't care. My kids are my life, and as long as I'm gonna hold their hands. I don't want my kids when I'm normal, they have a bad moment of saying, "Yo, Lerato na reza 1, 2, 3." I want my kids when they're supposed to cry, I want them to smile. Oh, Mama will do this. Mama will love us like this. That's what the memory that I want my kids to have.
Wow. Tell us now, Sis Lerato. So how do you meet Ntate Moloi?
Oh,
wow. Look at her. Oh, she beams.
Okay, Ntate Moloi, I'm working, Coach Mestini. I was a volunteer then. And then I'm walking down the street with some of my colleagues, and then we met him because and this guy is busy. I was to do the numbers. I'm like, yo, he mustn't cry. This one. And when I look at Ntate Moloi, he's much older than me.
Yes.
And I'm like, then I gave him a cold shoulder. I moved. Then one of my colleagues gave him my numbers. Okay, I'm not aware. And this other time I'm sitting, this calls, and he's like, Lerato lag. I'm like, yo, who's this? And he's like, oh, okay, so how do I assist you? No, and I dropped the phone. Guess what he did? I think 3 months down the line, when I said this guy is out of my life, like Asa phone, I was staying good flittens at Delville in Elks Park. This guy calls me to say, I'm in the garage. And I'm like, which garage? The garage where you stay. Are you stalking me now? How do you know where I'm staying? He went through my Facebook. He went through my Facebook and he saw this garage too many times that I was taking picture, not away from it. And then he came, and when I went outside, he was staying in the garage. Then I'm like, okay, let's see where this ends. Yo. You know, when I met Moloi, my kids were very little. And Moloi just became a father to my kids. Like, Moloi, we started dating. And then I think in a year later, he was given a transfer to Cape Town. Then I'm like, why did I put myself into this now? Now I'm going to be broken. You know what Moloi did? Moloi engaged me.
Before you left for Cape Town?
Before he left for Cape Town.
Look at God.
Yes, and remember I was staying in Delville. Then Moloi said, I'm leaving you with my flat. This guy leaving me with his flat. Kanjan. Moloi went to Cape Town. He left me with his flat. I think after a month he came back, he bought me a car. After 6 months, he bought me a house. After that, he malobola and not that we don't have our challenges, but what I appreciate about this man is that he accepted me for who I am. That's what I appreciate about Ntate Moloi. He's how we talk nah, I talk too much.
Shout out to Ntate Moloi.
Yes, so Ntate Moloi, he's one of the people that when I look at my life and I'm saying, wow, God had a purpose of everything that happened in my life.
He always has a purpose. How long have you been married for now?
We married 2014, and then we made the white wedding 2018.
So as Lerato, like you became a widow at 24, I still can't get over that. I seriously still can't get over that. What will you say to the widows out there, regardless of the age? But what will you say to the widows out there that are listening, that they can't cope till today? As much as you're saying it is okay to cry whenever you want to cry, but at the end of the day, you need to get up and dust yourself because the kids are looking up to you. What will you say to those women?
I'm going to give them the same rude and harsh word that Sonto gave me. Whose husband was supposed to die? whose husband was supposed to die? It was your turn.
Mm.
Remember, there have been widows before you.
Mm.
So just stand up.
Mm.
Of all the things for Bana. And you'll be judged, you'll be painted, you'll be this and this, and mafa, and. So but what is important is for you to understand that I'm a widow and my husband is not coming back.
Mm.
And me fighting with the in-laws and who explain and justify certain things, it's not gonna help you.
Mm.
For your kids and move on. Life goes on. That's the only thing that I can tell women. And the other thing, you know, sometimes don't feel pity.
That's true.
That's the other weakness. Sometimes when we're so overwhelmed with pain, we think everybody's crying with us. No, not everybody. So sometimes you must check out how until when.
Yes. There's a time for grieving, there's a time for pain. Get up.
And when we lose our husbands, we able to come together as widows. I think it's about time now. We do that.
Yes.
Me moving on. That's why I said when I started that me being remarried doesn't mean I'm not a widow. I am. I am a widow, but I moved on. And moving on that did not mean that I forgot my husband. Joe wa make him day in, day out.
You know what I normally say? I normally say I don't move on, but I move forward.
Thank you.
So I am moving forward from Pastor Khetang. I will never forget him. He was the best husband I ever, because this was my second marriage. He was the best husband ever. So I am moving forward, not on. I'm moving forward so that I don't get that pain too much. I don't sit in that pain too much, because I've got children to raise. I've got a grandchild to raise. So I need, and I've got me. I'm not.
Yeah, but don't forget yourself.
I've got me that I have to move forward or to move on to, because I am looking forward to heal other women. So if I'm gonna sit in the corner, however I was gonna meet you, if I sat in the corner and not share, how I was gonna meet all these other ladies that I meet and we heal together. And I love the fact that you're saying, as widows, we should stand up and fight for ourselves and comfort.
We are Hamburg.
No, that's my slogan of this year.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get it. I think the punishment was enough. That your partner, exactly.
Yes.
So now you need to say, let me live for me. If not for me, at least for my kids.
Yes.
Remember the happiness. Yeah, it's within you. You can't expect people to make you. And people will always have something to say, whether you do right or bad.
Yes.
So, Mama, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sister. I was about to say thank you for coming through. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you at Bhodla. Let's talk. We all we do is we just want to heal the nation. All we do is just to say, come. It's not about the women, but we are about human beings. Anyone and everyone that has a story to share, that they think that their story can help the other person to come out of the pain that they're going through, we say you are welcome. Thank you so much, Lerato, for spending time with us, and thank you for being vulnerable with us at Bhodla with PK. We thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you for having me.
Take care.